Hello and welcome to Scary Town, the Goosebumps and Fear Street review show. I'm your host, Nightmare Nemo, and this time we're going to review the next installment of the Fear Street Cheerleaders saga, and it is The New Evil. And you see a killer Santa there. It's pretty cool. What's interesting about this cover is you think there'd be like a knife in his hand, but he's just like it's the clenched fist. There's like it looks like he's gonna just backhand her, and it says "Season's greetings, the evil's back." Also, cool to note is the Santa Claus is wearing ice skates on the frozen lake there. It's really odd. And there's a back there, gone forever. ... So this is a really good follow-up to the third evil. I mean, initially going into it, I was just kind of feeling like this was going to be disappointing and just kind of a rushed sequel because they're just cashing in on how popular the Cheerleaders series was. Because I felt like the third evil, it ended definitively. You know, the story was finished, and I was just thinking like just kind of a lazy sequel to it would have been like a disservice to the series. But you know, I was wrong. It's a really awesome book. The title is The New Evil, and appropriately we get a lot of new characters, like a lot. I mean, last time we only got like Hannah, and she's back in this one too. And she's just as annoying. And luckily something bad happens to her, so she gets what's coming to her. But we get a lot of new characters, and Corky gets a new boyfriend, and he has a best friend, and it creates a lot of drama there because she's questioning whether, because you know her new boyfriend he's very popular with the ladies, and he helps them with their homework and stuff, and so she's always questioning whether he's being faithful to her or not. And that creates like a new dimension to it. There's a lot of drama with that. And of course, bad things are starting to happen to other cheerleaders because Hannah gets hurt in a car accident, and so they need a replacement, and so they do some tryouts. And then the tryouts, something bad happens there, and it just creates these opportunities because you're like, you know, somebody has a grudge against the cheerleaders and trying to put forth their own agenda in order to, you know, please themselves and make themselves look good. And just like in the third evil, you know, from this point you've learned like nobody's off limits, and you just like you think you know who could be the new host of the evil, but you know you're always wrong. And in the last one they threw a monkey wrench, and I'm gonna spoil it for you, but it ends up being Corky is the host of the evil, and so like that is, you know, you're like, you never would have thought that the main character would become the villain or the killer, and that's what happens. And it's definitely through the series, like in the first one, it kills off the main character Bobby, and you're just like, this never happens, you know, it's crazy. So it definitely it shakes things up, and it switches the tables on you, and you think everything is going according to plan, but he always just throws something at you, and you're just not prepared for it. And this is what happens in this one too, because you think the evil's back, right? But you know, it's not prepared for the second half. The second half, just like in the third evil, is just, you're like, it's funny in a way how things progressed up to that point, and it's just like just I'm like reading it, is like, what is going on? What? How did this happen? This is really dumb in a way, but it's also genius. And of course, there is a killer Santa, so it's not a lie, but it is not really a killer Santa in a way. And of course, I was drawn to this whole series by the killer Santa, and there is a scene where that happens, where it looks like the killer Santa is gonna hurt Corky, but it's really a fake out. But it definitely shows that this is a holiday themed Fear Street book, and it's pretty good. I mean, there's not a whole lot of emphasis on Christmas as a whole, but it's a nice backdrop. It's kind of like Die Hard in a way, where it's set around Christmas, but it's not actually Christmas is the subject of the story, and it does what a proper sequel needs to do. I felt the second Evil was really bad in that department, and the third one definitely, like, the climax was just is amazing. It was very fast paced, and you were just it had you on the edge of your seat. And this one is just, it takes the ball and just runs with it. It's even, like, it doubles, like, the stakes are very high, and it breaks the rules again. You were not prepared for who the host of the Evil is, and things are just way more dangerous and deadly than before. And it's amazing. It's like a roller coaster ride. You're just like, wow, all this stuff is happening. It's like, and it definitely plays with you in a bit. There's a fake out in it near the end, but it's all in fun. You just kind of roll with it, and it's an amazing end to it. And you feel like this is the end of the story, and it is, but we'll get to the very last book, because that one begins like a couple years after this one, and so we'll see how the characters mature and see if they've changed at all, and we'll see if any of the new characters stuck around. So, I mean, so far this has been a phenomenal series. The second one was disappointing, but the third and the fourth one, this is off the charts. This is awesome. I mean, the first Evil still tops for me, because that's just a beautiful story. This Bobby just becoming like this new girl, and then she rises through the ranks and becomes the captain of the cheerleader team, and has to deal with all the drama there. And that in itself could have been its own story, but then you throw in the Evil coming around and just kind of messing with things, and it's still the best story out of the bunch. But the third and the new Evil are just, yeah, it just takes things and this ups the ante, and is amazing. Alright, so that's all I got for this episode. If you have any Fear Street books you want me to cover, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll happily check them out. And I'm loving the Fear Street books so far, and I can't wait to check out some more. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned next time for more Fear Street. Alright, thanks for watching.